you took a never raced Group B car and it just reborn as a Restomod. My name is Rafael Soares. I'm the founder and owner of Alma. We restore and upgrade classic and sports cars. I've been in love with this idea of the automobile since I was little. I was very fascinated with cars. They had this dimension of an architectural object, but it's a moving object, and I really like all this combined with engineering. It's something I always searched to do my whole life. It all started when I decided to take a graduation in mechanical engineering. This was something I wanted for a very long time, but I knew that alone wouldn't teach me how to build a car. And so that's when I decided to buy this 1981 Alma Sprint. It was actually a car that evolved over time, and it just kind of became known in the community. Back then I knew that just theory wouldn't be enough. I really wanted to wrench myself. I really wanted to learn how to do things, how to learn everything automotive, and this car was that. So I started by learning the basic things, like doing the maintenance, like tuning the carburetors, like keeping the car running, and obviously I kept driving it as much as I could. It was a very interesting journey because I really had to learn and think about all these things, and that ultimately led me to found Alma. So, unlike the Group B prototype, my idea was never to relocate the mechanics to a midship mounted position. I really wanted to retain everything from the original Sprint, just using the looks of the Group B car. And I decided this because, to me, the Sprint is an absolutely brilliant front-wheel drive car. It has a boxer engine with a very low center of gravity. The whole idea was to start with the 1.7-liter 8-valve engine, which was the biggest engine available stock with the Sprint. And we started to develop that on engine. So we enlarged the capacity and developed like the heads and the valve train and so on. And we retain everything from the original car, just take it a step further. So we could achieve more power, even with the Sprint using more aggressive camshafts. But the idea was, just like my own Sprint, was that it would be a car simple to use. You would have a lot of fun just driving on canyons and going on a track day, but you still could take it to the grocery shop or take your wife for dinner, because it would be a friendly car in that aspect. Take on these two things, which was the looks of the Group B car and the simplicity and the raw experience of my modified Sprint, and cope everything in a very, very well built and well thought package that people could enjoy. That was one of the main things behind this project. That idea just came to fruition it was a lot more difficult than I would have expected. I think it always is. It's just like really much more difficult than I would have guessed it. But it just turned out to be perhaps even better than I imagined it, which is very gratifying.